Welcome back to Wrestle This and
That.
I'm Brother Reek.
Now I'm Brother Don Juan.
Oh, yes, indeed. Don.
And we are getting ready to hammer down some Smackdown from 12/22/15.
Super Smackdown.
Hey, Super Smackdown. It was live on the USA Network.
Super.
And they kept on making sure that we knew that it was live on USA because they said, oh, get ready. January 7th.
Yes.
We're always going to be on there. And I can't wait.
Yeah. Hopefully they have better matches than they have now.
Bye-bye sci-fi. All right, here we go. So, we got started off quickly with the WWE Tag Team Championship match. It was the New Day versus the Lucha Dragons. All right, so what we always do is what we like to talk about what crazy thing the New Day does. And I just think that that's one of the funnest things about the whole entire show.
The New Day.
So New Day comes out and they say that you can start looking for their new Christmas album.
They got a Christmas album coming out.
And they're going to have classics like Booty Christmas.
I want that album.
Right now.
I got to have me some Booty Christmas.
Booty Christmas. Without you.
Basically, Elvis Presley tried to sing Booty Christmas.
I mean, you had to, I don't remember what all the songs were, but they are all in humorous.
And they were hilarious.
And it was definitely good. Again, it was a wonderful skit. Without any further ado, their opponents came out, and it was time for the Lucha Dragons to have an opportunity, one-on-one,
to win
the WWE Tag Team Championship.
For the first time.
Match was great. Back and forth action all the way through. My particular favorite part of the entire match. And I gotta say, fans, if you didn't get a chance to watch it, see if you can pull up highlights of like that particular match. Go on YouTube while you're searching our show, and then put Smackdown 12/22/15 and look for this particular match. In the corner where like you know they love it in the corner. Zabe gets the trombone out and stuff like that. But instead of a trombone, he goes over to this little tiny Christmas tree outside the ring. He pulls out a present and he says, "Hey, Kalisto, I got a present for you. What is it?" "Oh, boots in the face. You like that? Here it is. Guess what's in the box?" Taunting him as he just sits there and gets nonstop kicked in the face. I mean, over and over again. Finally, he gets the tag in. Sin Cara, they're looking good. Sin Cara goes to do a moonsault flip off the rope, and it's not Xavier Woods that's fighting. It's Big E.
It's Big E.
Big E catches him in the air, and what does he do to him?
He slams him on his face. Even with the big ending.
The big ending. There's what we're looking for.
Brother.
The big ending, the cover, the 1, the 2, the 3, and New Day continues its reign as a WWE Tag Team Champion.
Well, you can't get enough of these guys, man. You can't get enough of both teams fighting. They're not boring to me when I see them fight on a constant basis. It's the Rusev and the Del Rio and the Jack Swaggers that kills me and whatnot, you know. But these guys, I can watch them every single week, and I promise you, they will put on a great show for everyone.
And it was a great way to start off what I consider to be a pretty, what do we call it? Super Smackdown.
Super Smackdown.
I considered it a Super Smackdown. All right, so then we have a 4-way tag match.
4-way
between the Wyatts
again
and the Dudley Boys.
The Dudleys.
And they need 2 people. So
2 people.
Do they go to Tommy Dreamer
and Rhino?
They don't.
They don't.
They say,
boom.
And who came out?
Kane.
Kane comes out.
And Kane returns again.
And they need another.
I need somebody.
You don't have a Rhino, but you got a
Ryback.
A Ryback. You got a Ryback, and you had a heck of a match. Honestly, like these 8 people in the ring, they did a wonderful job of performing.
They did.
It was a great match. Back and forth they go. The shining star of the match was none other than Luke Harper. Luke Harper continues to show that Strowman might be the big guy who
maybe the muscle, yeah.
But there's no doubt about it who's leading the team when it comes to the wrestling action. That's for sure.
I got this clothesline waiting on.
He's got the discus clothesline. In this particular case, the match is going, and Devon gets called outside the ring with a big Strowman choking you out. I'm going to put you out. And then Harbor says, no.
I want to kick his face.
I want to kick his face. He holds him up. Ba-bow! Kicks him in the face. So that got the attention distracted as Bubba's watching his man Devon get smacked around. And, there's another smack that gets planted. This one on top of the forehead.
It hurt, too.
Bray Wyatt comes in, aggressively hits Sister Abigail.
Oh, Abigail.
Gets the cover, the 1, the 2, and the 3, and the Wyatt yet again. Put down the Dudley boys.
Twice. Put them down. It's just going to say, who do they get after this? I mean, you got the Dudleys just grabbing it. Hey, let me grab Kane, let me grab Rhino, let me grab Tommy Dreamer. They all constantly getting beat every week.
Ryback.
Yeah, who's next? So instead of Goldberg saying, who's next? No, you've already had those guys.
And he was successful.
No, but
the Dudleys need help.
Undertaker got to rest till WrestleMania, okay? We can't use him all up, okay? He has to rest because he got to get set for WrestleMania. But like I said, overall, the match was a good match, and it's still making the Wyatts look strong, which that's what they continue and should continue to do. And the question, like I said, it's not Goldberg, it's who's next for the Wyatts.
Maybe it will be Goldberg.
Maybe Gilbert. Dun, dun, dun. Gilbert!
So, then we went with Del Rio.
Again.
And Rusev. Teaming up against the Usos.
That was a good match.
It was a good match.
Without interference.
Without interference. Well, without actual interference. Wade Barrett was outside the ring. He did distract the referee a little bit to let Rusev get a super kick into the face of old Jay.
Old Jay.
And Jimmy was already kind of out for the count.
You can tell them apart now.
Yeah, you absolutely can.
They got gold. Jay or Jimmy got the gold teeth in the bottom. Which one is it?
Well, it's definitely Jay.
And then he got the fat beard, too.
Yeah, it was definitely Jay who was getting the super kick in the face. And then it led over into the corner. And he got the double stomp in the chest. And Del Rio was successful with the cover and the 1, the 2, and the 3. And it was a nice win for the League of Nations over the Usos. So
I just think... I don't know where they're going with this League Nation. I don't know if they're going to make it bigger than what it is now, or eventually, it may die out. But I think Del Rio is being held back. I think he could be great on his own, okay, because he has the skills, he has that aggressiveness, and he has that stomp. And that hurts. I hate watching that when I'm on TV. I have to do this sometimes because... it seems like he's going to stomp me in my chest every night.
I tell you, man, that's one move that I'm just not for sure how you
how you take the pain away.
how that doesn't hurt.
That hurts,
the dude jumps, your chest is suspended this way, and he clearly does come right down your chest. I don't know. Now, we had a Santino spot.
Hey, Santino! He's coming out of nowhere.
So,
where you been?
I have no idea where he's been, but he had his Christmas ugly sweater on, and he was having all Christmas already. And when they came back from commercial break, his decorations were all
torn up. Man, the Scrooge, man.
And who was the Scrooge? Well, it was
my favorite tag team,
the Ascension.
My favorite
with Stardust.
Yeah. The stars.
So he says, Christmas is ruined. You have nothing. Christmas is canceled.
Yeah, it's canceled.
Christmas is gone to the wasteland.
Yeah. Did you see how it looked like a wasteland when they got done with it?
I absolutely did. It looked terrible. So
great
Santino said, ooh. And Neville came out. Neville came out with these gigantic elf ears. And no, not his real ears. He actually had elf ears on.
Yeah, he was hiding the real ones.
He was hiding the real ones with those ones, and he's all like, you can't do this. You can't do this.
You can't do it.
Christmas, I'm a Slammy Award winner now. And he needed a tag team partner. And here came Titus
O'Neil.
So all of a sudden it's set up a match to basically save the holidays. Save the holiday, man.
Wasteland.
So that led us to our match. Neville and Titus versus the Ascension. With Santino outside the ring.
And Stardust.
Outside the ring. The match was
devastating. It was horrible. Okay? I just gotta say it, dude. It was a waste of time, waste of space. It was just, it was horrible, man. I mean, I don't know what to say. It should have been on television. They should have pulled a plug or something. You know what I'm saying? It was bad.
It eventually, the Ascension and Stardust are around Santino.
They're around him.
And he reaches for Cobra, and he got ready to put it on his hand, and then he saw the stare down, and he's all like, "Oh, I was just seeing this for myself.
I gotta put this up.
I'm putting it up." Neville came flipping off the rope
like some maniac,
knocks them both down, and he ends up with Victor in the ring, and he hits the red arrow, and they get to cover the 1, the 2, and the 3. And about maybe the only crazier thing than the match itself was the commentating when they are like, "They just saved Christmas."
Yeah. Santa Claus is real.
Ouch.
They ain't playing with you. Yeah, that was just like taking a hammer and hitting yourself on the fingers.
That was like your break. I mean, like, unless you're like a huge Neville fan or Stardust or Ascension, like my man here.
Ascension rules. Yes, they do.
or a Titus O'Neil fan. No. You were going to the refrigerator getting a sandwich,
jelly sandwich,
coming up with something better than that.
Playing with a dog and cat.
That would have been more exciting, I tell you.
No doubt.
So then we had not Becky this time, but Charlotte versus Brie.
Well, they just wearing old Brie out, ain't they?
Brie's starting to...
She can't breathe, man.
She's definitely
Brie can't breathe.
Jeez. She's all, now it's at Brie mode. She's like, breathe mode.
Yeah, I need where my sister at. So, we can switch out, you know what I'm saying?
Right. We need
she got the crap beat out of her, no doubt.
So you have this match going on, and you have Becky outside. She's going to do not so much commentary, but she's outside at the table and was asked like a slew of questions. I like the word slew. And so there's a slew of questions, and one of the ones that comes said, hey, are you more worried about your friendship, or would you go at it hard for the title? Which one's more important to you? And she doesn't really know how to answer that. But eventually, they're like, you're avoiding the question. Eventually, she says, at the end of the day, she's in there to make something out of herself.
And win.
So she's just minding her own business. Charlotte is in control of the match, and all of a sudden,
my wife comes out.
And 2 other women come out as
well. And her friends.
Team Bad comes out.
My wife and her friends.
And it was Sasha the Snowman.
Oh, yes, Sasha the Snowman. So, I got happy around that time.
I bet. Sasha the Snowwoman
came
down to the ring. Running here and there, running around the square.
Looking all fine as she
yelling at Becky.
Yeah.
So anyways, they got down to Becky with a broomstick in their hand. Anyways, so actually they had
drink.
They had eggnog.
Well, the egg.
And they wasted no time
getting rid of it.
Embarrassing Becky and
that was kind of
pouring it in her hair, on her face, and laughing. And Becky said, well, enough is enough. I'm going to fight one of them. And then she realized she forgot what?
There were 2 more left.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
Unity! Yes! Unity!
And my wife.
So
my wife said you ain't going to be beating
so
on
there they
like
are.
that.
So they're beating her up in the ring. And Charlotte, keep in mind, in a non-title match, decides, oh well. She just
I see nothing, I say nothing.
Proceeds to put the figure 8 on. Yay. Good news is Brie didn't struggle. She's immediately tapped.
Yeah, she said it hurts.
So Charlotte poses in the ring while Becky's still getting assaulted. They leave and they smile, and Sasha the Snow Woman blows kisses.
Yeah, man.
And
she throw those at me, you know.
Yeah, probably. I don't doubt it. She's
definitely.
like, RECO!
Bam, sitting
RECO!
and I was catching. Wow.
Catching them. Now, with that being said, Charlotte, does she go over to help her friend?
No.
She slides out of the ring
and laughs at her.
And she says, tastes like decaf, Beck.
Yeah. she laughing at her. Taking her for granted. That's what she's doing.
And that wasn't cool. Becky was left embarrassed, and Charlotte just added to her pain by just thinking everything is funny.
Well, I can't wait till these two lock up and see who's really going to win that belt. They will lock up.
They will.
Pretty soon, and I can't wait till Becky get a revenge on Charlotte from treating her the way that she's been treated by her. Unfortunately, we didn't see Ric Flair out there.
Not at all. No.
See, and that's what's getting me. I think she is boring to me. But when Ric Flair is out there with her, I'm busy watching Rick and not her, so it looks great. The match looks great.
Yeah, maybe Rick was getting things ready for the holidays.
Oh, yeah. And he do got about, 3 strings of hair left on his head, so he had to play around with that, too.
So that took us into our main event, which was fantastic. It was a 10 out of 10 as far as that match went, and it was Dean Ambrose versus Dolph Ziggler versus Kevin Owens for the Intercontinental Championship. The match was fantastic.
This was a pay-per-view match.
It was definitely a pay-per-view worthy match, man. It was better than most of the matches we watched on pay-per-view.
Yes, indeed.
It was absolutely awesome. They ended up they were great in the ring. Then it ended up going outside the ring.
Yeah.
You seen Kevin Owens threw Dolph Ziggler into a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
And grabbed some presents and started hitting Dean Ambrose with them and Ziggler with them. And then Ambrose and Ziggler get the advantage on Owens, and they toss Owens at least like 12 feet, man, into gigantic Christmas trees themselves.
I was going to say,
they knock it over. Then they start going at each other, and then they go back into the ring, and they're weighing into one another, and then Owens gets back into the ring, and it's just awesome 3-way action. You got tell them what your favorite part was.
Oh man, it was. I mean, seeing these 3 guys that know each other like the back of their hand, man. All 3 working together at one time. My favorite had to be the Dirty Deed. And the zigzag.
And the zigzag.
At the same time. When that happened, the crowd went ballistic, and they were screaming.
And Dolph was feeling like he might get it. Kevin Owens looked like he was going to get back in the ring and have a chance. Dolph caught with a super kick, knocked him out of the ring, came in, and that crafty Insane Asylum son of a gun, Dean Ambrose, makes the kick in the stomach, locks up the Dirty Deeds, and I love the way he just covers him once he hits him with the Dirty Deeds.
It's like getting this over with.
And he got on top, got the 1, the 2, and the 3, and Ambrose keeps the belt. The match was absolutely fantastic. It was the best match of the night. It was one of the better matches that SmackDown's had in a year.
That's what saved SmackDown.
And I said I really enjoyed SmackDown. I thought I was better than Raw this week by far. And hopefully that now that it's going on USA, that's the type of show we're going to get.
Those are the type of matches that they need to at least compete with Raw, to get some of Raw audience to watch them on Thursdays. I'm telling you, this match was like we said, it was one of the greatest matches I've seen on SmackDown in a long time. And if they could continue to create those type of matches, then they're going to create those type of people and views to watch. Trust me.
So, guys, that was SmackDown on 12/22/15. We'll be back to talk about our 3rd straight show in a row on USA Network, the Salute to the Troops.
To our troops.